right, good morning everyone. This is Dan with Ledger Support. Hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year. Yeah, I wish you all a good New Year 2024, hopefully filled with Bitcoin ETFs and all other good news and price going up, hopefully. And of course, stay safe, guys. As usual, never share your 24-hour recovery phrase with anyone asking you for your phrase. Is trying to scam you. There's a lot of scammers, especially on social media. Be super careful. Ledger or Ledger Live will never ask you to share your 24-hour recovery phrase or to type it anywhere. If there's an app or website, someone asking you to share or type your 24 words, this is a scam attempt and don't do it. Otherwise, you will lose your crypto. Okay, super important. So as usual, welcome back. This is Dan. I'm here for about 55 minutes to an hour, okay? If you have any questions, just drop the questions in the chat and yeah, I'll help you solve your issues the best I can. Some issues, of course, I won't be able to solve them like on the fly. In this case, I'll direct you to our help center. This is the help center. There's a link in the video description where you can access the help center. It's support.ledger.com. I might direct you to it if your issue is not solvable online. Okay, so that being said, if you could just give me a little confirmation in the chat that you can hear me properly. As usual, I'm always, I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. And then if you have any questions, go for it, drop it in the chat. One last thing, apologize for my my hat and my casual dressing, let's say. It's very cold here in France, and so yeah, I had to dress warmly today. Okay, that being said, let's go. Let's begin. I see a few questions in the chat. So the first one from Lyle H. So he says, need help getting my super ERC20 tokens moved from the Binance account to my Ethereum account on my Ledger Nano X. I am in Canada, so I can't use most exchanges. The only CX centralized exchange I know of that I can use has super is KuCoin, but the BNB chain option is showing as unavailable. I've tried sending them back to Binance accounts using NordVPN, but Binance still rejects. Okay, the transaction it rejects the transaction due to the KYC on file. I've been checking in with KuCoin regularly for the past 8 or so month. The BNB chain option is always showing as unavailable. Not surprising, Lyle, given the Binance Smart Chain is mostly connected to Binance the exchange, but not a lot of other exchanges, so not surprising that KuCoin doesn't support it. I've tried bridging my super with C-Bridge unsuccessfully as well, lost a small amount. Interestingly, as of January 2023, they are no longer showing up in my MetaMask. They are still showing on my Ledger Live though as ERC20 tokens in my BNB account. So as BEP20 tokens, I'm guessing they also show up on my Trust wallet as BEP20. Could really use some help. Cool. All right, Lyle, for sure, I can help, but it's a little confusing what's going on here. So like, I don't know where you want your super ERC20 tokens to be. Do you want them in your Binance account, Binance Smart Chain account? Do you want them in your ERC20 token account? If it's an ERC20 token, it can live on many different networks. So, you know, like send them where KuCoin supports. So if KuCoin supports Ethereum, just you might as well give it a shot and send your super on Ethereum and not Binance Smart Chain, unless you really want them on Binance Smart Chain for whatever reason. Would help actually, Lyle, if you could hit the help center. There is a link in the video description, support.ledger.com. If you could go on the page, click contact us and start a new conversation, right? You start a new conversation with the bot and then you'll get a ticket number and then you can drop the ticket number in the chat. And so I'll pick it up and tomorrow morning, I'll get back to you. In the ticket, if you could add your address, the one where you store your super, it will help me understand what's going on. Because right now it's a little unclear where the coins are. Yeah, and so Lyle, just don't move the coins for now, since you said like you've lost a little bit, so just open the ticket, okay? Drop the case number in the chat and I'll take care of this tomorrow morning, okay? Don't forget to add if you can, add your logs. So I've got access, I've got an overview of all your different accounts. So yeah, I'm gonna drop this article in the chat for you. And then I'll get back to you tomorrow with some news. And you are welcome. Cool. All right, next, Ali. Hello. Yeah, hello, Ali. If you have any questions, go for it. Ihab, good morning, good morning, good morning. BT, have a nice day. Yeah, you too, BT. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Next, Mrs. 180XS2. Okay. My VChain was sent to an Ethereum address, trying to send it to my ledger. How to recover? Okay. Well, Mrs. 180, there is a Help Center article that actually describes the process. It's got multiple steps, so I'm not gonna do all of them online, but let me find the Help Center article for you. Yeah, so this is, no, it's the other way around, I think, for you. It's like send, my VChain was sent to an Ethereum account. Okay, so it's the other way around. Yes, this is the article that you need. No, this is not it. Okay, so you send a VChain to Ethereum address. It's totally possible to recover your funds. Just to tell you, I just need to find the correct article so I can help you. Yeah, okay, so that's the one. The VChain was sent to an Ethereum address. Okay, so MS 180, just follow those steps, okay? Follow those steps to recover the coins. I just dropped the article in the chat here for you. Once you're done, you can just go in Ledger Live and you can create yourself a nice VChain account. They are supported now in Ledger Live. So just create yourself a VChain account with your Ledger device and then create an address. And then make sure to send your VChain to this address, okay? So you don't get into this situation anymore. You'll notice that your address, your VChain address will start with 0x, but it will be different than your Ethereum address, okay? So it's important that you send to this address here, created with your Ledger device, with the VChain app open on the Ledger device. Again, don't worry, you'll be able to find your coins if you follow the steps that I shared in the article. But yeah, and if you get any issue following the steps, just drop us an email at support.ledger.com, and then just in your ticket, just say that you talk to me on the stream and you need help, and then I'll pick up the ticket. Okay. All right. Next question. Tracy Simmons. So Tracy, your message was retracted, so maybe you want to post again in the chat. Next is from Ali. Hello, I am using a Ledger Nano X and the timeline for battery is 5 years. Does it mean I can use my Ledger device maximally for 5 years? I want to hold some of my crypto for a longer time. Thanks. Okay, good question, Ali. So 5 years is just an estimate on how long your device battery can last. It's a bit like a phone battery, right? If you take care of it, if you store your device in a place that's not too humid, not too moldy, then the battery might last for more than 5 years, or it might last for less than 5 years. It really depends how you use it. I would say you want to make sure to use your device as much as you can when it comes to a Nano X, because those batteries in a Nano X, they don't like to be completely emptied, depleted, so you have to keep them engaged as much as you can. There are some tips for, no, not this one. So we have an article here on the Help Center that has some tips to optimize battery life. Hang on. Tips. Maximize battery life. Yep. That's the article here, Ali. So let me drop this in the Help Center for you. So yeah, it's important that you take care of the battery, and then there's a bunch of information here. Now, if you want to really like keep your device in a long storage and not having to worry about battery, then you can get a Nano S Plus as well. This one doesn't have a battery, so it's actually perfect if you're not going to use your Ledger device for a long time, like cold storage. But if you want to be active in using your device, then Nano X is probably better because of the Bluetooth and the battery. But again, you'll have to connect your Ledger device from time to time just to recharge the battery a little bit. So yeah. Okay, what else do I have? And of course, I should say that even if the battery dies, you'll still be able to use your Ledger device. Okay, so it doesn't matter if the battery dies or not. If the battery dies, you can still connect your Ledger device to a USB cord just like this and keep using the device. Okay, even if the battery has died, so no worries. The funds are always secure. Even if the device dies eventually, then the funds will also be secured as long as you have your 24 recovery phrase. All right, next MS. Yeah, so Johanna, Hummingbird Warrior. I'm having issues with figuring out how to get my crypto from Lobster and Coinbase onto my Ledger Nano X. I downloaded the app, have no idea what I'm doing, and I don't want to mess up. Okay, so Lobster is a XRP app, I think. So I don't have Lobster on my phone here, but I'm just going to show you how to create a XRP address in Ledger Live. Okay, so now I'm assuming you have Ledger Live on desktop, but the steps are roughly the same on the phone. You'd want to connect your Ledger device to Ledger Live, open the device, then you go into My Ledger here, you allow the connection just like this, up. Next, you want to make sure that the XRP app is installed on your device, just like this. You see like it says installed. If it's not installed, you can just click the button here to install it. Then go to your accounts and click add account, XRP, boom, continue, open the app. And Ledger Live will guide you through the process of creating an XRP account. You can see I already have an account here. I'm gonna add a second one. Then XRP, you go to your new account, click receive, and your device will create an address. Okay, you can see like the address will also show on the device screen. Make sure those two things match. If they match, you copy the address, then you go to Lobster app and you use this address to send funds to your Ledger account. I would say if it's your first time, just start with a small amount of XRP first, wait for the transaction to appear in Ledger Live, and once that transaction is confirmed, then you can send the balance. So I hope that helps, Johanna. Let me know if that helps. You're also asking if Stellar is in Ledger Live, and the answer is yes, Stellar is also in Ledger Live. And the steps are the same, but you will need a different app on your Ledger device, which is the Stellar app, as you can see here. And then the steps are the same. You just add an account. You can see I already have 2 accounts. Then you can use your accounts to receive addresses to your Ledger device, and then you use that address with whatever the sending wallet you're using. Okay, that's pretty much it. Pretty easy. So let me know if that helps. And just to be completely thorough, I'm gonna share like a couple articles for you that explains how to create an XRP account. Okay, and a Stellar account. Boom. All right, Johanna, I dropped those 2 articles in the chat. You can use them to create your accounts. Cool. All right, next question. Arnor Fernandez. Okay, my passphrase PIN code second pin is not working while I'm 100% sure that it's correct. I'm using Ledger Nano S. What can I do? That's a tricky one because there is no way to check if your passphrase pin is not working. Instead, I mean, you know, if you should be able to like type your pin, and if it's already set up, then it should open your second setup, your passphrase setup. What you can do instead is you can, if you still have the passphrase, then that's not an issue actually. You would just go into the device, and then you would set up the passphrase with a pin again. Then you would choose a new pin or the same pin again, and then type the passphrase a second time. So you'll be basically overriding the passphrase with the same passphrase, but therefore you would be creating a new pin code to attach your passphrase with. That's one way you can change the passphrase pin. And I think I have I think I have some documentation on how to change your passphrase pin actually. So let me just check that real quick, because I'm pretty sure that we have documentation on exactly this topic. Arnor passphrase. Yeah. How to change your passphrase pin. Here you go. So this is, of course, assuming that you still have your passphrase with you and your recovery phrase, but then you can just follow those steps and choose a new pin for your passphrase. There you go. All right, next question. The Marley Ledger must update the support site UC VeChain in Ledger Live now. At the moment, only the desktop version of macOS, iOS don't work. Yes, that is true. Actually, I updated the documentation this morning, and it's reflecting the fact that VeChain is only available on desktop. It's here, and you're correct. It's not available on mobile, at least not yet. So desktop is the way to go. The Marley. Dropping the article for you in the chat as well, so you can check it out. But yeah, guys, if you're a VeChain community member, you've got some VT token you want to send to your Ledger device, that's possible. But yeah, you'll need to use desktop app for now. Phone will be supported later. We're working on it. Cool. Next question, Johanna. I'm still waiting a week for Ledger support. Yeah. We've had some issues in terms of we have a lot of backlog because of the market going crazy. So a lot of people reach out, and we're trying our best to catch up on the backlog, Johanna. So sorry about the delay, but I think I answered your question. Actually, if you could, yeah, okay. So you got my response. Next one, Benny V. I can move and swap all my coins except for my Algorand. Any idea why? Well, it might just be because Algorand is not supported by any of the swap providers. That would be why. So let me check. Just so you know, like the swap feature here is not supported by Ledger directly. There is a bunch of third-party providers, and those might or might not support Algorand and other trading pairs. If none of them support Algorand, then you won't be able to swap it. Seems like it's the case. So yeah, it looks like you can't do it within Ledger Live. If you feel like using a third-party wallet, I think we might be able to use something like Rango Exchange, which is pretty good. You can connect, it's compatible with Ledger, so you can safely connect your Ledger device to it. And let me check if they support Algorand. Algorand, no, they don't. Okay. No, they don't, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, Benny. I don't have a good solution for you at the moment. I think what you can do is just send your algo back to an exchange and then swap and then send back to your Ledger device. That's what I would suggest. I'll raise the fact that Algorand is not supported, and maybe one of our providers, swap providers, will support Algorand in the future. Next, Stephen Ray. Why is Stacks failing to withdraw? XTX. I know there was an issue with STX tokens recently, and let me check that real quick. Stacks. Okay. Stacks transaction from Ledger Live stuck pending eventually fail. Due to a fee estimation error impacting the Ledger Live Stacks node, some users are reporting that their Stacks broadcast from Ledger Live are getting stuck for a long period of time before eventually failing. We are actively working to rectify our node's fee estimation. In the meantime, you can securely connect your Ledger device to Ledger Wallet to manage your Stacks. Yes, I've used Ledger Wallet in the past. It's a good wallet to manage your Stacks with your Ledger device. So you know what? Use that for now, and we're working on fixing the issue, Steven. So just keep an eye on this page here on the Stacks article in the Help Center. There is a link in the video description. We'll update the article once it's fixed. I've dropped 2 articles for you in the chats, so you can take a look. All right. Okay, Arnor, yeah, great. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you. Yeah, so Steven, yeah, it's unfortunately it's expected. It's an issue in Ledger Live, unfortunately. Next, John Smitty. Can you transact and receive without the Ledger Live app? Yes, you can, but it depends which crypto. So the cool thing about Ledger is that we are compatible with a lot of what we call third-party wallets, which are interfaces that are compatible with your Ledger. And so you can connect your Ledger device to it, to pop your account. Of course, it's super safe. Your Ledger device controls the private keys. So the private keys are not shared with the third-party app that you're using. But you can use that app to manage your funds with your Ledger device. And all the transactions will have to be, of course, confirmed with your Ledger device. So John, if you have any particular crypto in mind, then let me know. I can suggest some third-party app that you can use instead of Ledger Live. But of course, you're not stuck with Ledger Live. If you don't like Ledger Live, or if you're looking for a feature that's not supported with Ledger Live, definitely you can connect your Ledger device. Yeah, so let me know. Next, Kevin. Same here with Stacks, STX, very upset about this. I know it's in limbo on my Ledger wallet. It's been incredible, but the customer service needs to be... Okay, so that's interesting. You're saying that the Ledger wallet has been pending as well, Kevin? Because I've used Ledger wallet for transactions recently and it was working. So just wondering, is there an issue with the Stacks network? That would be why. Something is Stacks network crypto. Let's just check real quick, because the current the current workaround is to use Ledger wallets connected to your Ledger device, but you're saying it's not working. So maybe there is an issue with the. Let me check. Explore. Ecosystem. Blah blah blah. Okay. Ecosystem, blog, YouTube, find a wallet. Let's see, there might be a different wallet. Explore wallets. Okay, hey, so there is a bunch of them. I know Xverse is also supported. They also support Ledger. So you might want to try Xverse and connect that to your Ledger wallet and try to broadcast the transaction again. Let me just drop that in the chat. Kevin. And yeah, Kevin, if the transaction fails, then the stacks don't move, right? The transaction never happened. But do try first, you know what? First, try again with the Ledger wallet, okay? Just want you to give it a second try. If the transaction fails, then you don't have to worry about it. The transaction fails, but the value doesn't move. Okay? The coins are still in your wallet. Worst case, you will lose a little bit of transaction fee. No, not even that, because the transaction is not broadcast at all. So yeah, it will just fail, but no other consequences. You will not lose money. Okay, next question. Wait. Emre Ova, is there any way to withdraw stake dot without a wait long time, a 28 days long time? Now, there is no other way to do it, unfortunately. It's a rule that's enforced by the Polkadot network, not Ledger Live. So you have to wait 28 days. I know it's frustrating, but this is how the Polkadot network works. I've had also nightmare experiences, like trying to withdraw, and then it took 28 days. And yeah. Next one, Amigo do Bitcoin. When Caspa? Long time no updates. I think the Caspa team and the Ledger team are still working on the app. It's still going through like the process to make sure it's safe before we are going to release it to Ledger Live. Ahab, I can't use Lusco from the phone application. Why are the phone application and desktop different? Yes, you're correct. Lusco is not supported. Luxo is not supported on phone yet. Yeah, it's here. It's not super obvious, I guess. Maybe I should have made it like a little more obvious. Yeah, the phone app and the desktop app are actually very different because you use like different technology to develop them. So that's the reason why sometimes like something is supported on the desktop version and the mobile version. Typically, we're trying to keep both versions aligned and have the same features, but this is one example where it's not supported on mobile, just like VeChain, for example. Ihab, I will invite you to keep an eye for now to use just use your laptop or desktop computer, and then go back to this page and wait until it says that mobile is supported as well. And sorry for the wait. Kevin, Ledger has been incredible, but the customer service needs to be improved. Yeah, I know. We're trying our best. This is one of the ways we're trying to reach out to you guys, especially these days with the backlog. It's been very challenging for us, but yeah, be patient, guys. We will get back to everybody, but yeah, a lot of backlog. And thank you for the kind words, Kevin. Yeah, I love doing those sessions, and feel free to ask as many questions as you want. Johanna, I'll try. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome. Alberto, Dan, what is the way to see the recovery phrase if we want to be sure that we wrote it well? I think you explained already on the other live. Yeah, for sure. So it's called the Recovery Check app, Alberto. And you will not see the recovery phrase on the device. You will just type your words into your device, and then it will tell you, yes, I know this recovery phrase, or no, I don't know this recovery phrase. That's it. But you will not see the recovery phrase a second time. You see it only once when you set up the device. Of course, if the phrase is bad, then you should definitely move your funds out of the device, reset the device, create a new recovery phrase, new accounts, and then send the funds back. I dropped a link. I dropped a link for you, Alberto. So you can find this article here, and then you can do it yourself. Make sure no one is looking at your device when you're doing it. The phrase has to be super private. Okay. And the app itself can be downloaded via my Ledger here. Everything is explained in the article. Yeah, Kevin. So Kevin, I was saying that you should use the Ledger wallet one more time and see how it goes. And if it doesn't work, I dropped a second link for you to a different wallet called Xverse. And I know this one is also compatible with your Ledger device, so try them. But again, like I would say, try Ledger wallet a second time. And if it doesn't work, try Xverse. All right. next question. Mark, can you please advise if we can store PIN on Solana network on the Ledger Nano and if we can see the balance on Ledger Live? So yes, you can send it to Nano X. No, you won't be able to see the balance in Ledger Live because tokens on Solana are not supported in Ledger Live, meaning that the tokens will be in your account, but they will not appear in Ledger Live. And if you want to see them, you will have to connect your Ledger device to something like Solflare. So Mark, I'll drop something for you in the chat. Just a little tutorial that will show you how to access your PIN with your Ledger device in a third-party app. So pick your favorite, right? Phantom or Solflare. Personally, I like both, but yeah, try that. Okay, next. Hydrax, Soldier of Christ Fire. Okay, how do you store HBAR? You store HBAR. The steps are a little complicated, but let me drop a tutorial for you. Here, Hydrax. I'll drop a wait. I dropped something. I dropped this article in the chat for you, so you can take a look. Try on your own time. If you struggle to do it, then reach out to us, open a ticket, and explain the issue. But this article should get you started. Okay, Arnor. Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, okay. Amigo the Bitcoin. We need Caspa to be added on Ledger. Is there any news? I don't have any TA for you, unfortunately. It will be released when we are 100% sure that the app is safe to use. I know you guys are excited about Caspa. I know the community is very strong and very enthusiastic about Caspa on Ledger, but we need to make sure the app is safe before we release it. All right, next, Leo. Hey, I have a question about Ledger Live. What is the purpose of the all button in the portfolio balance section? If I click it, it just shows 1 year period, just like the 1 year button. It's a good question. Let me see. All 1 year. Yep. All 1 year. You know what? I don't know. I have to be honest here. I guess this is like, oh no, okay, so I get it. This is like 1 year, like current date to 1 year ago. So you can see here it goes from the 8th of January 2024 to the 8th of January. Okay, it goes back to the 21st of January 2023. Okay, so it's a little weird. All would be like when I started using Ledger Live to now. So yeah, I think that's the main difference. Okay, so all encapsulates like it's a longer time frame than 1 year if you've been using Ledger Live for more than 1 year. Leo, I hope that answers your question. Okay, next. Javi, is there any kind of DCA feature plan in the roadmap? Yes, there is one on Bitcoin here. It's called, there's definitely an app that will let you do DCA here. I can't remember what it's called, but you might want to explore the Discover section here a bit, but I think it's only available for European folks. So I don't know if that's your case. If not, I would say if you're on Solana, there is an app called Jupiter that has some DCA features, and they are compatible with your Ledger device. Jupiter app Solana. These guys here, yeah, jupe.ag here. So they have a DCA feature, and then you can connect your Ledger device to the app via Solflare. You might want to try that. Mark, hello. Any idea when ENJ deposit via ENJ network will be made possible, as none of the exchanges can withdraw to ETH network since ENJ migration? Good question. I don't think we have an update on ENJ. That being said, Mark, I will ask I will escalate your question. Maybe I'll have more news tomorrow, because we'll be back to doing a stream tomorrow as well. So Mark, you can tune in same time. If I have any news, I'll let you know. But I don't have any ETA or anything. All right, next question. Question everything. Well, but what percentage of your Ledger customers use the recovery prescription? I actually don't know how many people use it. We hope like a lot. I mean, all the customers that like the feature should be using it if they want an extra backup, but it's optional. So customers have the choice to use it or not. We'll never force you to use it. Kevin, okay, so that was the Stacks STX transaction. So I've answered that question. Next, John Smitty, walk me through staking ADA with Ledger. I see 6% commission fee. Is that a monthly, weekly, yearly, one-time fee? Is there an update on when you can actually claim your ADA rewards? So yeah, I can give you a quick walkthrough. There is no update regarding like just claiming the rewards, but yeah, I think like your ADA is always liquid, so there is no point in claiming the rewards. I think you can just move your bounce and that's it. You don't have to separately claim the rewards. With regards to, so okay, so I've got a bit of bounce. Let me show you. So okay, so let's say I want to stake. Boom, stake, continue. It pulls up the validators list. The commission. Okay, so Ledger is not on the list. Wait a sec. Okay, so Ledger by Figment. I think it's not on the list because I've already like staked with them. Yeah, the 6% commission is what's taken by the validator to operate. So it's before the rewards are calculated. So like we generate rewards to the validator, will generate the rewards, then the fees are taken for the good functioning, you know, because like operating a validator on Cardano is very expensive. You need very powerful computers to do it, to compute state changes on the Cardano network. So it has a business cost. So that's why we're doing a commission. So we take 6% of your rewards and then we give you the rest. This is how it works. And you can see you can't just independently claim the rewards, but you can change the delegation or end the delegation. But as I said, like the rewards are liquid, so you can move this balance anytime you want. You don't have to unstake or do anything. You just move it to your whatever, you know, another wallet. The Marley, perfect. Now bring up Cardano. Yeah, I guess Cardano will come in Ledger at some point. Nervous, yeah, okay, yeah, this as well. I'll escalate everything, don't worry. Next, Wagako. You can check the crypto balance in Ledger Live, even if the device is not connected. Yeah, that's correct. Ledger Live is independent from Ledger. It's just something that's tracking. Ledger Live is just tracking balances on the blockchain. That's all it does. Kevin, thanks Dan. Had to pause, catching up now. Okay, just let me know if you missed anything. Happy to roll to go back a bit. Mark, yeah, you're welcome. If you have other questions, just drop them. Arnor, thanks. The second ping is working and okay, that's great. That's great. And by the way, you can do this as many times as you want. Arnor, just, you know, you can just overwrite your previous pin. As long as you have the same recovery phrase and passphrase, you're good to go. Next, Lee Little. What is causing the delay and when is the credit card projected to come to the United States? So what is causing the delay? It's because the credit card is a hybrid traditional finance and blockchain finance. So it's, you know, there's more red tape, I would say, than if it was just a pure blockchain product. So that's one of the reasons why the rollout has been slow. But of course, we definitely want the card to be available to US folks. So eventually it will come to the US. I think currently it's only supported in the UK and Canada, I think. But yeah, it's coming to you guys as well. Next, Jim. Are they having a problem with Bone keeping accurate figures? One time it says 10%, another time it's 100%. Yes, Jim, it's possible that Ledger Live gets bad price data from time to time. It doesn't mean that it doesn't change the value of your tokens. It's just that Ledger Live is getting bad data and it gets confused, so that might affect the graph and things like that. Now, if you're getting crazy pricing data or any kind of bad data in Ledger Live, that happens particularly when the market is volatile like this. What you can do is you can go into settings, help, clear cache, and then you confirm, and that will force your Ledger device to completely resynchronize with all the different blockchain, all your balances, all the data. It will completely clear the cache, and then hopefully you will get the correct data again. So that's just a little trick. See if it works for you. But again, bad data in Ledger Live doesn't mean that the value of your coins have necessarily changed. Just a display issue. Okay, Leo, next. I have an issue with Cosmos. I can't see the operation in Ledger Live of when I bought Cosmos. I need to see the operation for tax payments. I can see the operation for every other coins that I bought. Okay, that might be a glitch. Leo, I don't know how you would. First thing I would check is like, are you using the same account? Okay, so I would maybe go back, add a Cosmos account again, and see if you don't have like multiple accounts. Maybe you got your Atom into a different account to start with, and you just need to add this account first. That's the first thing I would do. Second thing I would do is just very simply, I would grab my Cosmos accounts here, grab your address, boom, grab your address, and then you go on mint scan. Then you go on the Cosmos chain, paste your address. And if MintScan is a good blockchain explorer, they will give you the option to export your transaction history as well. So let's see if they do filter, proposal, transactions, block, validator. Yeah, I actually don't know if they do it. That's a good question. Leo, so I don't have an immediate answer for you on that one. Try adding as many Cosmos accounts as you can, so you at least can have some, you make sure that you're looking at the correct accounts. What you could do as well is try finding the account that's missing from Ledger Live and the operation history that's missing. Try to find it via like something like Kepler as well. You'll probably find it in Kepler. And try to aggregate all this data together for your tax. I know it's not super ideal, but at least it gives you a workaround, I guess. Okay, next, GTube 999. Are you still not able to claim ADA rewards in Ledger Live? I can see them on Ledger Live, but it seems they cannot be claimed. Do I need to use ALI to claim? Yes, so you're correct, GTube. It's still not a feature in Ledger Live, but again, the rewards are liquid. I mean, they like your principal, like the stake balance and the rewards are already they're all liquid, so you don't need to claim the reward, right? You can directly move that balance. You don't need to do anything else. There is no second transaction. It's not like Solana, for example, where you need to automatically, like you need to separately claim your rewards via transaction. So with Cardano, everything is liquid. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. But if it's a feature you really like or you really need, then yes, use a third-party wallet. But since everything is liquid, I don't think you really need it. Unless I'm wrong, and please tell me in the chat. Next, Debbie McWilliams. I used to have to use a password to log in, but now I'm logged in automatically. Is that the way it's supposed to be? Yeah, it is the way it's supposed to be if you did not So the password lock, what we call the password lock, is optional, and you don't need to have it. So you see, like, you can set it if you want. By default, it's not set up. So if you, for example, if you updated LedgerLive or LedgerLive has reset, or you just install LedgerLive again, uninstall LedgerLive, reinstall LedgerLive, by default, you will not have the password lock. If you want to put it back, then go back into settings, general, password lock, and then choose the password, and that's it. John, hi Dan, I didn't want to do the firmware update that had the ledger recover. With that said, I wanted to send my ETH to Coinbase, but it says I can't send my ETH. It says you can't send your ETH. Huh. John, I think I'm gonna need like access to your account. I'm gonna need your address, your ETH address, to take a look at your account and see what's going on here, because there could be a lot of reasons why you can't send it. Maybe it's a fee issue. Maybe are you getting like an error message in LedgerLive that's preventing you from moving your ETH? I don't know. So what you can do, John, instead is just, there is a link in the video description, support.ledger.com. Go there, click the contact us button here, start a new conversation, go through the bot, you'll get a 6-digit number, that's your customer ID. Drop this in the chat or in the comments, and then someone will get back to you, or I'll get back to you tomorrow morning, okay? Because right now I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Next, Vladimir. Hi Dan, I did buy Cosmos Atom from LedgerLive. I can see the account on Cosmos, but I don't have transaction that I received. What do you think is the problem? So, Vladimir, I would say first, just clear the cache, just to make sure it's not LedgerLive just reading bad data. Okay, so go to settings, help, clear the cache and clear. Okay, just do that first and check if the transaction appears. If it doesn't appear, grab your address, okay, from Cosmos. Oops. Just grab your address, okay, and then go to MintScan, which you can find here. Okay, go to MintScan and look up your accounts. Okay, and see, like, check if your transaction appears. So let me check. Okay, so this is my account. Okay, then you yeah, here, that's the transaction section. Oh, and by the way, hey, check this out, Leo, check this out. You can actually download your transaction history from MintScan. You can definitely do it, so that's good, that's good. And for you, Vladimir, then check if the transaction appears here. It might be because I don't know actually what's going on, but probably Ledger are getting bad data. If you don't see your transaction here anywhere, okay, it means that the Atom has not been sent to your wallet. In this case, you need to contact the buy provider. So for example, if you bought Atom via, I don't know, what's the name of that? Transact or MoonPay or a different buy provider, then reach out to them and ask, you know, give them your transaction ID, and then you know, the buy ID that they gave you when you purchased the coins in the first place, and just tell them that you haven't received the Cosmos, and then they'll send it back to you. Okay. Yeah, so Leo, the operation is definitely on MintScan, so you'll be able to find it by looking up your accounts. Let me share this with you here, Cosmos. Yeah, you'll be able to look up your accounts, see your transaction history, and download the transaction history. All right, next, GTube. Once you have an HBAR account wallet in LedgerLive, can you simply create another HBAR account by using the add account feature? Or do I need to follow the tutorial again? No, you should be able to just use the add account feature in LedgerLive, and you're good to go. You don't need to go through the entire hashpack thing again. Bang PHLY, when Caspa, soon. We still making sure that the app is safe to use. Arnor, thanks Dan, second ping working. Okay, yeah, great. Leo, oh, I see the purpose of the all button on your screen. I see the same for one and all. The minimum for the all button period is a year. Okay, great. Mark, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Mark. Come back anytime. Lee, Little, thank you. Debbie, okay, that's the same question. Dale, not seeing ETH internal transaction anymore since 2.16, approaching 3 months. Yes, definitely we are aware of the issue. It's happening because Coinbase is using smart contracts to withdraw ETH to your account when you do a withdrawal. Unfortunately, those transactions are not detected by LedgerLive. Your balance should be correct, Dale. It's just that the transaction will not show in LedgerLive. We are working on it, though. That being said, you can see those transactions in LedgerLive by going into Zerion. So you go to Discover, Zerion, make sure you've got your Ethereum account selected here, and then you can go into the history section, and here you should see your ETH deposit from Coinbase or an exchange or something like that. This is the way you can solve this issue. I know it's annoying. I believe the developers are working on it, but who knows when that's going to be shipped. Leo, where can I see the account address? It's easy. You go to account, Cosmos, make sure you've got your Atom or Cosmos account, then you click receive, then you can, typically you would use your Ledger device to, the best practice is to, make sure that the account matches with the screen, but if you just want a shortcut, you just click receive, continue, and then you click don't have your Ledger device. Hang on, let me do it one more time so I can show you. It's a little trick. It's not super secure because ideally you want to check the account on the Ledger device, but I keep missing it, but you can see it, right? It's here. You click on it and then you'll be able to see your account. That's it. And then you can copy it and then drop it into MintScan. And then in MintScan, you just go down to the section that has your, that will let you download the transaction history. All right, guys, I've got 4 more minutes. I'm going to try to clear that backlog. Kevin, Dan, you basically answered my question. I really appreciate it. You're welcome, Kevin. Glad to hear that. Only problem now is going on 4 days of still pending. Can't cancel or increase the fee. Hopefully it fails soon. Yeah, so that's the STX transaction. So you know what, Kevin? It's possible that actually the transaction has already failed, but LedgerLive thinks that it's not failed. So if you go back to my Lether wallet, the Lether wallet, for example, the Lether wallet will read, will give you the exact state of your account, which is like the transaction has failed for long ago, and then you're good to go and do the transaction again. Another trick that you can use is you can, so as I said, you can clear the cache like that. So you go to settings, help, clear cache like that, and then clear it. That might help as well, dropping the transaction that looks canceled. And one last thing you can do is try to remove your account from LedgerLive and re-add the account. So that might also help you and get rid of the bad data if, of course, the transaction has already failed. If it's still pending, which is possible, and the reason why it's possible is because Stacks STX is a chain on top of Bitcoin, and they use the Bitcoin chain to post transactions for security. And the Bitcoin blockchain is super congested, so it's possible that STX is having issues because of that congestion on the main chain. Kevin, this chat has completely restored my faith in Ledger. The no reply from the customer service upset me. Yeah, I totally get it, Kevin, and sorry for the bad experience. Yeah, emails, they take a long time for us to reply, working through the backlog. But you know what? We're doing this live every single day, so don't hesitate to to come back tomorrow as well. So you're saying it's still pending on the Ledger wallet. Okay. So it might be that it's actually a network issue, and that, you know, because STX is using the Bitcoin blockchain for security, they you know, every so often they post a batch of transactions to Bitcoin for record keeping, and if the Bitcoin network is congested and STX network is not paying enough fees to notarize those transactions on Bitcoin, then this might result in transaction on STX not being confirmed. So yes, that might be the reason why. That being said, Kevin, if you want to open a ticket, or if you have a ticket, just, you know, drop your ticket number in the chat, and maybe I can take a look tomorrow and see if there's a way to bump stock transactions on STX. But I'm not super familiar with this blockchain, so but I'll try my best to help you here. All right, guys. So this is the end of the live for today. It's been an hour. I will just answer Hal question. Why each time I want to receive Bitcoin on my ledger, the address is different? This is normal, Hal. This is a feature. It's for privacy, so you don't reuse the same address. If someone has this address, they would be able to see your entire account, which is not super private. Instead, Ledger will automatically create a new receiving address after each successful transaction. Now, that being said, you can reuse old addresses if you want. It's not super private, but it's safe to do, and Ledger will do the accounting for you. Okay. So Kevin, if you want to open a ticket, you go to, there is a link in the video description, support.ledger.com. You click that link here. Let me just drop it in the chat here. You click that link, you go on the help center, you click contact us, new conversation, then you go through the bot, explain your issue, and then you'll get a customer ID, and then you can drop this ID in the comment section of the video, or you can wait until someone gets back to you. It might take a few days, to be honest, because we're getting a lot of requests. Okay, guys. This is the end of the chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. I'll be back tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. CET, so that's Paris time. So yeah, there'll be a notification bell in the stream section of the Ledger account here. So you can absolutely click the bell to be notified once the next preview goes live here. And then I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And bring your questions if you have anything that you want to ask me. In the meantime, please do not share your 24 recovery phrase with anyone. I wish you the best. Happy New Year. See you tomorrow if you're coming to the stream. And stay safe, okay? Bye-bye.